Brazil is one of the countries with the highest social disparity in the world. Misery leaps before one's eyes, even in the wealthiest cities. The poorest part of the population has no access to housing in urbanized areas. The alternatives are favelas, precarious shantytown settlements common in the Brazilian landscape. Created with a view to regularizing and urbanizing these land occupations, a partnership between government and private sector has been reaping promising fruit in the state of Paraná, in the south of Brazil, home to 10 million people, nearly 1 million of which in irregular land occupation. One of these partners is Coapar, the state's housing agency that carries out the land ownership regularization program, Right to Live. From the private sector, we have Terra Nova, the first Brazilian company specializing in land ownership regularization. The partnership began in 2004 and is in the process of regularizing 4,243 homes in 4 cities: the capital, Curitiba, Pinhais, Paranaguá, and Matinhos. Terra Nova is responsible for the direct negotiation between occupants and landowners. This does away with the need for the government to buy the land and to create financing programs for the people who live on it, which is what makes expensive and time-consuming the regularization process. With this partnership, Paraná has saved about $10 million. Terra Nova also creates technical projects and takes care of regularizing the land lots. The monthly installment cap is $20. When the homeowner cannot afford this, a comodatum contract is signed. Coapar is responsible for relocating families living in environmental hazard areas or in risk situations and for building new homes. The people who live in the houses work in the recovery of the environmental damage caused in the preservation areas. The partnership allows public powers to give priority to the infrastructure in settlement areas. This is what's happening in Vila Jardim União in Curitiba, home to 4,000 people. Here, workers in the state basic sanitation and electricity utilities put in piping and lampposts. This is a major advancement for people used to using, in the last 7 years, irregular hookups, improvised and dangerous.
Bom, esses tubos aqui é o que alimenta a água na Vila Jardim União. Bom, aqui já podemos ver aqui que está estourado aqui, ó, um chamado gato, né? Isso está ligado no tubo da Sanepar e ele segue dessa maneira aqui, ó. E daqui é que ele vai ligar as residências, passando por valas de esgoto também a céu aberto. Essas montes de fio que vocês estão vendo aqui é a ligação clandestina de energia elétrica dos moradores da Vila Jardim União. Cada morador aí, ou pelo mínimo cada 10 famílias, fazem uma redinha dessa e vêm e ligam na rede principal da Copel, né? Eles vêm aqui, sobem nesse poste, no meio desse monte de fio que vocês podem perceber aqui. Nem eu sei bem como que eles identificam cada um o seu fio, fazem a ligação deles e daí vão procurando ponto a ponto para ver se vão encontrando energia para chegar até a residência deles.
The connection to water and energy mains are the first step in urbanizing Jardim União. Terra Nova and the government of Paraná are preparing a community sewage program with a view to solving the problem of open sky sewage ditches. The villa will have public transportation system. Regularizing is an old wish of the community. Nearly all 800 families who live in the occupied area have already signed the contracts. From that day on, they have the right of ownership to the land they live on.
A gente não quer nada de graça, a gente queria organizar para a gente pagar um pouquinho, que daí é mais segurança para a gente, né? Então, graças a Deus, a gente paga o lote, mas é da gente, né? Eu quero trabalhar para mim fazer minha casinha. A gente levanta assim, olha para os postos assim e vai, graças a Deus. Isso é bom para a gente, né?